Thanks for stopping by, guys, and welcome back to the Dwarven Village Minecraft Survival Series. This is going to be a bit of a different episode. Normally, these are streamed. However, since it's been a while since I've done a video, and since I know everyone isn't going to be able to see all of the streams that I've done, I wanted to give a kind of tour and history of this series so far. So when we first started out, spawn was some way over that way. We made our way over here through the village, grabbed some resources, and my original plan was to do something I had normally done, build a island castle. We were going to live on this island here. It wasn't too far from a village I had found. However, a nearby underwater ruin, I guess you could call it, kept spawning drowned, which forced me off the island because I could never sleep in my bed. So we decided to move on over here to the village that was nearby and set up shop. So when I decided to live in the village, my original plan was to, once again, do like I'd always done and turn the village into a large castle, using a mix of actual walls like stone walls and these living walls that you see here, which are bamboo and berry bushes. However, in the center of the village was a large cave. It was here, however, we've kind of covered that up. You can still see remnants of it there. And this cave is where I set up my original bed and some of my crafting stuff. It was meant to be a temporary solution until I could build an actual house. However, with all of my chests and all of my crafting tables down there, a number of villagers kept sneaking into my little cave to pick up the professions that I had down there, such as my anvil and stuff. And this is actually that cave. There's the area above us. And this is where I moved in, and with the number of villagers that kept moving in here, I kind of got tired of trying to run them out, so instead I kind of just accepted them as a part of this underground area. Well, we needed more space. There was 4 or 5 down here, and we built a village, an entire underground functioning village. Originally, this area right here was the center of the village, and we were going to build a bunch of houses that would act as both the shops and the actual rooms. But since AI pathing was a pain, these all got turned into houses, and the shops are something we're currently working on. Here you can see 2 of the librarians, the farmers over here, we have our butcher, and the animal pens are actually kind of a new thing down here. The goal in all of this is to eventually make a, well, fully self-sustaining village. It's already kind of self-sustaining in the sense that we do have villagers breeding, we do have golems spawning, cats spawning, but I want to be able to trade freely pretty much. Right now I sell mostly sugarcane to the villagers to get emeralds and use those emeralds on other things, but we've also got carrots and wheat and working on getting sales for beef and chicken and stuff to our butcher over here. So not just the village here, there's a few other villages we've kind of found, and I want to do something with them. I really love working on this one, but I also want to do something with the other villages. Here you can see the blacksmith shops. So if we head back outside, we can see a bit more of what's under here, or what's above ground, I guess. You also see a bunch of my cats that are just littered about freely. Up here, you'll see one of my large above ground sugarcane farms. This is what I meant by I mostly sell sugarcane and use that to get emeralds. I'm going to go ahead and go downstairs and sleep. And actually, before we set off, let's go ahead and look at some of the stuff I have down here. This is my main crafting and resource room. Get an idea of, we got, what, over a stack of emeralds right now. This is my bee farm and my normal farm. This is where I get most of my wheat that I sell. And going out this way, there is a small fishing spot. This goes out to a lake that is right next to the village. Here we go. And coming back into this main room, down this way is my diamond mine, which honestly I haven't been using a whole lot since the majority of my tools and armor I can actually trade for. Let's go ahead and grab a bed. So right now there's a number of different ways to come up and down from above ground to the Dwarven Village here. There's the large staircase, which I use the majority of the time. There's a cave that way, which we came in through. There's a cave that way, which goes to the fishing spot. There's also a little elevator. I don't use this as much just because it's mildly annoying. I have to keep it blocked off because the villager that lives with me, lives in my little area, likes to get stuck inside those scaffolding. One of the other things we're trying to do is we're actually trying to name all of the villagers. Since what I'm doing is very connected to the villagers themselves, I'm trying to name them and make it a bit more fun. The project we're currently working on is what you're seeing here, which is the roads. I'm trying to connect all of the villages in my little area using these road systems. So far I have my main village connected to a village that's over by the swamps. And we have two others that I think both are in snow biomes, I believe. But as I was saying before, what I'm trying to do with the village there, the Dwarven Village, is to eventually get all the villagers into actual houses, get them all their own personal shops, get them all named. And it's kind of a roleplay thing, but it's just kind of fun. And since we are constantly around the villagers, adding that little detail, that little home element to it, makes them feel less like cattle in a cage, which is something I very much wanted to avoid. A lot of people were telling me when I was doing the streams that it had just been easier to put them in like a pen with beds and with whatever their profession was, but I don't want to do that. I really enjoy having the villagers around. It makes the whole underground area feel alive. It really does. This is one of the other villages we are working with. As you can see, this is the swampy area. And if we head this way, I don't have a road to it, but there is a few other villages. Alright, and we're coming up on the first village that's in the little frozen winterland. And this area around the village is also a really nice place for hunting rabbits. Not only can I sell them, but it's just an XP bonus, I guess. Mostly the goal is to sell them to the butcher whenever I have a chance to come out here and do that. It's the easiest way I have to level up our butcher right now. Now, right now, most of these villages I have kind of raided and taken the valuable loot, as well as some of the crafting tables and some of the benches that they had here. So you will notice a lot of these villagers don't have professions. Eventually, I would like to get all the villagers to have professions and make it so that I can freely trade between the different villages as well. Because right now, my village is mostly surrounding the whole sugarcane trade, making emeralds. I would like to get some of these other villages to have some nice purchases, some nice tools or armors that I can do. In theory, I could expand my village large enough to do that, or even kidnap villagers and bring them to my village to do that. But I'd much rather not. I do like some of the, I wouldn't say role play, but I do kind of like that. Oh, and it seems I went the wrong direction. The village must be that way then. Since it is just another village, I'm not really going to go to it because there's nothing really special there. I haven't done much work on it. And other than showing that it is a village that exists, there's not much other reason to go there. But if we head this way, you will see a little area that we've been talking about. We haven't decided anything, but we are considering, as in we, me, and the community, have been considering turning this area into a house of sorts. I kind of want to stay living in the village. However, having a proper house to myself could be a cool thing to do. But if we come over here, you will see this nice little water bay with two large mountains on either side. And I hear zombies nearby. Doggos, protect me. And we were considering putting some sort of house either across these two mountains or built into one of these two. But it's just a really cool place, and I want to do something with it. I haven't fully decided what I want to do with it yet, though. So from the top of the mountain here, you can actually kind of see where we're at. This mountain here sits near the middle, and there's also another reason why I kind of want to put my house there. But right now you can see the Dwarven Village that we've been living in, the village near the swamp right there, as well as the one that I just showed off there. And the other one, I thought it was over this way, but apparently it's farther off in the distance into the snowy area. So that is currently what this little survival series looks like. If you are interested in watching more, please let me know, and I will do a lot more streams. I've kind of been taking a break from some stuff, so I haven't been streaming as much as I would like to, but this is one of those series I do want to do because it's just fun to relax and build and chat with everyone during those streams. And videos like this, talking about it, is probably going to be a lot more scarce. I intend on and am trying to make that series mostly video, or mostly streams rather than recorded videos like this. So, I think that's about it, and I've showed off just about everything there is to show off. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. If you guys did enjoy, and if you guys do want to see more of this, please let me know with a like down below, because I forgot my normal outro. Holy shit, that all rhymed. That was not intentional, by the way. So, anyway, I do want to also thank Captain Bob for being a member over on the channel, supporting me in that way. I know I've been forgetting to mention him in a lot of the videos, especially the VR chat videos I've been doing recently. So thanks to him for helping me out and supporting the channel financially. And I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sticking around. And until next time, peace.